Welcome back. We're so excited that you're here. We have a very fun evening that we're going to be sharing with you. Very peaceful evening, I guess.
Relaxing, yes.
So we've got some fun products that we're going to use. But before we dive in, I totally have to give Liberty some credit because she is the queen of all things beauty products, whether that be makeup or like cleansing facial care.
I just love it so much. It's just such a fun thing to kind of experiment with your skin. I used to have really, really bad acne growing up, so it's been fun to kind of figure out what has worked for my skin over like the last decade.
Yeah, just testing things out and stuff. So if you were a follower of our last series, the 2 Cents Tuesdays, we had a very similar spa day, but I feel like now this is a little bit more elevated with the stuff we're trying today.
It was like elevated, and it's also a whole new season also in the sense of like our skin's probably different from like a year ago even, and also the weather's been really dry here.
Are you saying we're getting older? Is
it alluding to it? So I think products, for me anyways, do kind of shift over time because I feel like your skin also kind of gets used to things too, and then they're like, okay, we need to try something different. So today we're just going to go through our current skincare routine, our nighttime one, and kind of talk about what we're using and why, and maybe just spur up conversation that way.
Oh, absolutely. And there are some products that Liberty has I'm really excited to give a try. For example, she's got a really cool honey mask with her. Prior to this, we've already washed our faces, so we're not going to take you through that whole Neutrogena journey.
I was like, because that would have been messy, but I just want to showcase what I've been using. So I actually double cleansed my face, which I think was very helpful for me personally when I was breaking out. And I guess also warning is that just because we are using these products does not mean that this all works for you. This is not going to be the same results that you're going to get yourself because everyone's skin is different.
Preach. What would you describe your skin type then?
Since having a kid, I feel like my skin has been more combo, leaning towards dry, but it also could be like the weather also. I'm also doing Differin gel, which is the over-the-counter retinol that you can get, and I feel like that also has not helped the dryness either with my skin.
Yeah, where we live, it gets really dry in the winter time, and I guess it stays pretty dry even in the summertime, the high mountain desert area. So, but for me, it's like I'm more oily, like in my T-zone throughout the entire year, but then in the winter time, my cheeks get so dry, especially like riding or doing walks outside. Like I'll come back in and the next day I'm like peeling my cheeks.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I don't know, a few times I had to put Aquaphor before I take my dog out on a walk just to kind of help with the wind chap.
The wind chap.
But
phrase for it.
Anyways, this is the double cleanse. I've been using this cleansing balm called Juno Skin, and it smells incredible. It's like a citrusy smell. And then this is also another cleanser. It's an oil to milk cleanser, which I think has helped my skin as it's been dry, because all of my other gel cleansers I feel like were really stripping and made my face even more dry. I feel like I've said dry so many times. We should probably have like a counter. Yeah, so I've already done that so far.
And then for myself, I just use, I might butcher the name, Liberty's so good at names and makeup products and stuff, Boscia. So
that's right.
Yeah. But it's their Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil. Yeah, so what I like about this, and I think it's kind of similar to your Juno Skin, is just 2 pumps, and then with my makeup already on my face, the oils just help break all that down.
How does it break down your mascara?
Like I just pretty much set my fingers on my eyes, and then like that way to keep it warm, and then I'll start shaking it left and right gently. And then I look at myself, I look like a raccoon, and things just start to melt away.
It's very satisfying. It's kind of the same with this cleansing balm, and probably most cleansing balms as well. So
so after this bad boy, just rinse it off, and then good to go from there.
Cool.
But yeah.
Okay, well now that we have the clean canvas, now we're going to move on to the item that we both haven't tried yet, but we're both very excited to try. It's from the brand Farmacy. It's their Honey Potion Plus. It's their hydrating mask with ceramides, and it literally looks
Yeah,
like a jar
show
of
'em
honey.
the goods. Oh my gosh.
Like,
You can probably eat it, right?
I was like, I don't know if they
Okay.
recommend,
Put other
but
things in there.
but yeah. So we're just gonna put this on. Someone's towel. Very good.
Yeah, that stuff is thick. Do you want, or
Should we do each other since it's gonna be like?
we should?
Because I was
Okay.
like, just
And doesn't
because
it
of
say
the
to do like a really
thick layer?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
Apparently it says it will tingle and feel warm, so I'm not quite sure.
Oh my god, it's burning. Oh, look at that shine. Yeah, I can feel my skin being like pulled as you're doing it. And do you ever, like, when you're putting on masks, do you ever try making sure like everything's covered?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm like, I need every square inch of my face to be taken care of.
Do you ever
But
do
this
your
also
neck?
feel like, yeah,
Oh.
wax.
It does. It does. Whoa.
Okay. Because I think then we're supposed to rub it in.
Oh, really?
Because then it's, sorry. Because then when we rub it in, it turns into like a milky texture, it said. Where do you?
Oh, do we rub it in after the 10 to 15 minutes?
No.
Or before?
Before. Massage for 1 to 2 minutes while it warms and transforms into a white cream.
Ooh, this will be fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, missing spot.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
Yeah, it smells incredible. I don't know how they haven't created smell-o-vision yet, you know?
Right? Well, wait, isn't like the 4D like movie experience kind of like smell-o-vision?
Yes, because they'll like do things like spray water on you.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're just wiping it off.
On our hand towel, which is a body
Actually
towel.
body towel. Just
Wow. I love that. Where did you get this again? Or how did you learn about this?
Sephora. And I used they have a ceramide moisturizer that I was using and that came with the set over the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a steal of a deal because it was like you got your the moisturizer and this and then some other product for like the same price as
Oh, wow.
the actual moisturizer. So
Steal of a deal indeed. Oh my gosh. Your face truly is like a fresh canvas. Love it. Yeah, do you feel like it just...
Does it feel tingly on your skin yet?
Not yet, but my upper lip feels warm. I don't know if that's normal. I'm trying to avoid your hair as much as possible.
Thank you. It does remind me of a texture of wax though, so I'm like,
Right. Wait, do you ever do your eyebrows? I think we talked about this last time. Like, do you put the mask on your
No.
eyebrows? I do.
Really?
Yeah.
oh,
I won't
weird.
do it to you just in case.
I guess I'd like, I mean, it would be a neglected area
Right.
because it's not like it ever gets any sort of
moisture, or well, I
Moisture?
mean,
I
unless
guess
you're
you're-
putting your
yeah.
lotion and stuff. But I mean, I'm sure we'll do a video one day with us doing like our makeup. But I also use like a, what'd you call it, a BB cream or
BB cream.
BB cream. I also put that on my eyebrows. Don't judge me. But then eventually I put my like
Okay.
liner stuff on there, so it's not like
So
blending.
you just go to
in.
town everywhere.
Exactly, I am going to town. Well, some mornings I'm in like a little bit of a rush.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. So I'm trying to also avoid your lips as much as possible. Very nice. Oh, I'm seeing some of it turn a little white, I think, because like I rubbed
saw
that
on
area.
yours too.
Oh, really? Okay. Yep, avoid the hair.
Do you have any products that you enjoy or have repurchased because you liked the results?
That actually that Boscia
Mhm.
face wash I ended up getting like a really big sample size of it from some sort of, I think it was like one of those travel kits from Sephora. And so in my bathroom, I have like this Tupperware of just a bunch of like travel things that I collected that are beauty products. And I got that and I was like, I'll eventually get into it. And so I kept it in there for probably like 6 months. And then finally I was like, I should probably use this. And I ended up falling in love with it. And I was like, I've kept this in the dark for how long? And yeah, and so that's been a tried and true product.
And I want to try maybe a cleansing oil like that, since I've been using a balm for so long. But
all right, sister. There you go. Okay, and then now we rub it in.
Yeah, so now we're gonna see what. Ooh, this feels weird.
Oh, it's like honey. Oh, it's so warm. Oh wow. You can give yourself like a little massage in the temples.
Wow.
Look at your face! Okay, I gotta catch up. And it said to lather this stuff. I think we lathered it pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, and
wow. This feels so incredible.
This is fascinating.
This is like those intrusive thoughts of like, man, I want to just put honey on my face. Like this is, and you're like, this is what it would be like. Whoa.
I'm impressed.
It's warm,
It's
but it doesn't feel like uncomfortable.
I'm getting some tingliness right here. I'm finally feeling it. But this is also probably
They're most sensitive.
Yes, yeah, I was gonna say most sensitive or like raw part of my face. Okay. And now we let this sit for 10 to 15 minutes. All right. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
See you after this commercial break.
Now somebody, anybody, everybody scream!
There's squirrels in my pants!
That girl's got some serious squirrels in her pants.
There's squirrels in my pants!
We're back.
We hope you enjoyed that commercial break. We're gonna go in next with the rest of our skincare routine now that we've washed off our face mask, enjoyed our tea, and had a celebratory moment. I'm gonna talk about what I'm using for my next, step in my routine. It's a Rice Pure Essential Toner. It's from the brand Thank You Farmer. It's one of the recommended K-beauty or Korean beauty products to help with any sort of dry, sensitive skin. So I've been using it for a while, probably about a month, and it's been really helpful for my skin.
It's so milky looking.
I know.
Like, it just looks like you're holding milk in there.
Yes. Do you want some?
I might try a smidge, yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, it's
And I just
like
rub it together.
consistency like water.
And then you just rub it in.
Oh, and it's almost odorless. Like
Yeah.
when you smell the bottle, it smells a little bit like rice.
Yeah, it
but
doesn't smell like anything.
No.
That's why when you're like, oh, it smells good, I'm like, I don't smell anything.
Yeah. I love you always do this.
I just love it.
Okay, some of your like beauty mannerisms that I've noticed throughout all the years are like doing that, and then whenever she puts on blush, she's like, she'll be serious, and she's like,
and
and then serious again.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you.
What's the next product you're gonna use?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it would be if I should use this on top of this, on top of the toner, but okay, again, we Googled this beforehand, how to pronounce it, but I believe it's Ole or Ula or Ule Henriksen's Invigorating Night Transformation Gel. It's a concentrated multi-source AHA complex. So it's just like a little gel, like, oh, I've got it locked.
What other, okay, then you have a moisturizer and then your eye cream. Okay.
Yeah. Would you suggest, like, because I
would
think
suggest this and then your eye cream and then your moisturizer.
Oh, okay. I would have put the eye cream last.
You kind of put like what your you want things to be the most absorbed on, because like when you
Right.
put your moisturizer on, then it takes longer for your eye cream, I feel like, to kind of get through, because you've already so
Oh.
many layers.
Right. Okay.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna put on similar, I guess, kind of steps. This is the Cocokind Ceramide Barrier Serum. It's a nourishing daily serum for skin barrier support.
Ooh.
As I've said, I have very dry skin right now, so this is really helpful.
Looks like you're crying.
I know. Because of my skin.
So usually how long before you go to bed do you do your nighttime?
I'll usually do it right after I put my toddler down for bed.
Uh-huh.
And then usually it'll be like a couple hours before I actually go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's that. And then make sure you take everything down to your neck and chest.
That is true. I always forget that.
Okay, and the next eye cream. So I'm using the Cocokind. Which one are you using?
Also, Ole
Ole
Henriksen's Banana Bright Eye Cream. Okay, I have to add, this stuff, I don't wear a lot of makeup, but it's treated like a concealer in the mornings for me, because genuinely it lightens up like some of this down here.
See it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's almost empty.
Yeah, because what is it called?
Oh, sorry. It's their Banana Bright Eye Cream.
Mm.
It's vitamin C and collagen.
Oh, I remember, because
boosted.
that one I think has like kind of a tint to it to help.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
It's like a light orange color.
Mm-hmm.
I will say though, it only lasts for like maybe a couple of hours where it looks bright, so I wouldn't treat it as, if you really need to brighten things up down there, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, is
This-
that metal?
Yeah. So it has a little nozzle on it to help spread it. It feels really nice.
Yeah.
So
Do you ever
like
put that in the
usually-
fridge?
I could. I've always thought of those little beauty fridges, and I'm like, oh,
I know.
if I had more space. This is so weird to do this without a mirror,
It is. I'm trying to focus.
but then like not look
So-
awkward in the.
I mean, honestly, do you think if you didn't have any sort of mirror, you'd be able to go through your skincare routine without even looking at your
Yeah.
reflection?
I was like, I mean, I think we're putting it to the test today.
Absolutely.
I was like, even though we can kind of see what we're doing, I don't know if it's kind of blended in. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say it is.
Okay.
Okay, what about makeup though? Could you put that on without a mirror? Like if you really challenge
was like-
yourself?
We might have to do that for a video, so stay tuned. Okay, while that sits for a second, I'm just gonna put on some lip balm. I also we both have the Laneige, and it is,
Live and breathe by this stuff.
it's very hyped, but it is worth it. So I would say, give it a try.
Absolutely.
Mine's in the scent Sweet Candy.
And I've got berry, which I think is, I don't know if that's the
That's
first.
your OG, I think.
Yeah. But I just love this. Like my lips, they stay pretty consistently dry throughout the year. And I know it says it's a sleeping mask, but shoot, I use this in the morning, in the afternoon,
Yeah,
after a workout, and it's just so soothing.
I feel so good.
Okay.
Oops.
All right. So, what do you have next?
It's like the last of our skincare steps, right?
I think so.
So the last is a moisturizer to kind of seal everything off. Mine is also Cocokind. It's the Resurrection Polypeptide Cream. It's a rich moisturizer for deeply restored and supported skin. And this is a glass jar, which I was surprised
That's
from the
heavy.
drugstore. And it's kind of purple. It almost looks like a mask.
It does. That's what when I was looking at her stuff when she arrived, and I was staring into that, thinking, wait, is this supposed to be her mask
No,
or
it's
the honey?
Super hydrating on my skin.
Mm-hmm.
I've really enjoyed it so far.
Nice. Okay. So again, this is the Ole Henriksen's Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream, and this is I think within just the same line of their Truth line with all the brightening stuff. So there were actually a couple of days where I had just put this on during a work from home day, and my partner had looked over at me and he goes, "Did you put on any makeup today?" And I was like, "No, why?" And he's like, "Looks like you did." And I was like, "Well, this must be working and making me look awake."
Yeah, you were like, thanks, Ule.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. And okay, I've got to let you smell this though.
This just smells. Yeah, I've used that one before.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just my skin has gotten so dry that it's like not
Oh.
moisturizing enough for me.
Oh no.
Because I love the scent of that.
And you're using a little metal spatula too.
I feel like using all these little tools has helped also not contaminate things for me and made my skin
Oh.
break out even more.
Yeah. That's a really good point. And here I am using my fingers.
This is why we learn. And then something that I've learned is that people usually use the back of their hand for putting on their
Oh, that's a good idea.
products, because then when you're done,
Mm-hmm.
you can just kind of rub it into the back of your hands, because I feel like your hands are also neglected.
Man, I gotta stop myself from using like all of these fingers to spread it. And I just, yeah, I just use a couple, because then I think that like that product gets used on the rest of your fingers and
Yeah.
wasted. But I guess I'm moisturizing my hands, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm. The only thing about this moisturizer is that since it is kind of that tinted, it does take a little bit to rub in, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah, kind of like a light lavender.
lavender tint to it.
So what age would you say you were when you started like really paying attention to beauty products in this way, in this fashion, like skincare type of?
I feel like skincare was maybe in the last 3 years.
Oh, really?
Like legitimate like skincare
okay, okay.
interest.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like makeup was always kind of the first thing, especially like, you know, in college. I feel like the heavy matte makeup was like very in.
Yep. Yep.
And that was kind of the rise, I feel like, of beauty YouTubers. So I feel like that's kind of what
The smoky eye.
the smoky eye. What was that? 20
I'd say like 2008-ish.
ish. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
remember seeing people in my high school doing that, and I just thought, what
Why do you
what
have
if you
time?
get sweaty throughout the day?
Yeah.
It looks great on you though.
But I feel like that is the time, and then
Mhm.
yeah, only skincare products probably within the last 3 years.
Yeah.
I feel like that I've really invested in it.
Mm-hmm. You always carry such wonderful products.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But what about you?
I would probably say it's always been an on again, off again relationship with skincare products. Like there are some times where I really do want to make an investment, and then other times where I'm like, oh, I can get by on, I don't know, the lower end or lower cost products, and then I find that my skin ends up being drier and all of that. So I'm like, oh, okay, now I gotta go back
I
and
know it's kind of a balance, because I mean there are good things, like the Coco Kind brand
mm-hmm.
is a very affordable brand. Like
Yeah.
for the quality of how it's benefited my skin, the range is usually like $10 to $20,
Yeah, I know.
and they sell at Target.
Oh, Target, and I remember first seeing them
Oh,
at
Whole
Whole Foods,
Foods.
Mhm. Or at least where we live. Like
Yeah.
that's one of the
Um,
first places.
But so that, I think that's a great option for folks too, as you kind of figure out skincare. And I think it's a clean brand, meaning like they don't
Mhm.
test on animals, and all of their ingredients are naturally derived from
Mhm.
nature. So it's not like it's I guess a sustainable brand is what I'm trying to say.
Almost like the easy way of it is you can pronounce each ingredient, right? Like,
Yes.
There's nothing in there where it's
But
like
you're like, I don't know what that
20
means.
vowels. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I have really liked it so far. But any parting words?
I would just say that take care of your skin. you know, at whatever age you are, but also do other things. Hydrate.
Yes.
She is so good at hydrating. Look at this bad boy.
It's like she's been hiding over here, but she's always with me.
But yeah, treating your body well. And then also I think that having a moment to yourself like this, just a little bit of self-care, whether it be 5 minutes or an hour, it like does wonders for you mentally, I think.
Yes, I think just taking some time for yourself is really important.
Mhm.
Just because I feel like also this time of year where it's just prone to feeling kind of the seasonal depression kind of
Yeah.
settles in. So it's like
Vitamin
doing
D.
things, yeah.
Like
Especially where we live, where it can kind of be up and down with when the sun is
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah.
it's helpful to kind of do little things like this for yourself to
Mhm.
perk yourself up.
Yeah.
'Cause you deserve it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And when you can do it with a friend too, that's always
Yeah.
really nice. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, and we can't wait until next time.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, really good.